Drew and Stu are on the air.
Ready?
Whether you're fading with Drew or riding with Cam, this is the place to get your weekly NFL picks.
Everything you got, let's go.
Hello and welcome back to the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Whatever side he's on from my head. Cam, I got some pick changes to make. I'm sorry. What about you? Ooh, anything? And I got some cool props, including a 110-1 Hail Mary parlay, which I don't even think that's big of a Hail Mary. I'll tell you. Once we get there, I'm excited about this 110-1, Cam.
I'm listening because if the bottom line is, I remember one time, Drew, you sent me them because I didn't know we first started doing the show and your props won, and I'm like, fuck, I didn't do Drew's prop. I would have won like $800 or whatever. I learned my lesson the hard way. You send it to me, I play it.
All right, sounds good to me. So let's recap our picks, everybody. Cam, you have Houston plus 8.5 and over 41.5. Your gold is Washington plus 9.5 and over 55. Your bronze is the Rams plus 6 and under 44, and your silver is the Bills plus 1.5 in that game over 51.5. My picks are KC minus 8.5 under 41. My silver is Detroit minus 9.5 over 55 in that game. My bronze is the Rams plus 6 over in that game. My gold is the Bills plus 1.5 over 51.5 in that game. Cam, before we get to our changes, just want to go over some news. Clint Kubiak going back for a second interview with the Seahawks. I don't like it, but you seem to like it. What would you think of Clint Kubiak being your new head coach?
You mean offensive coordinator? We're not
No,
going to McDonald.
No, he's going. Oh, yes, you're right. As your OC.
That's it, Drew. You make things like, honestly, I love it because like for people who don't know, Drew used to hang out, play video games at the office after work and stuff. Now it's like you got so much shit on your plate. It's because they just hired McDonald, right? So you're not going to get rid of it. Okay, no, listen, Kubiak. Could we say this for the Saints? They had a great, they were basically like Secretariat coming out of the gate, like the fastest horse ever, and it kind of tailed off at the end of the season. Is he better than Grubb? Yes. So I'll take.
He can't be worse.
Yeah, thank you, Drew. So let's give. Hey, his dad Gary was a good guy, legendary Broncos and his staff. So I'm gonna say it's fine, Drew. I didn't like things at the end of the year, but you got to remember too the injuries. They fired the coach Allen, who was horrible, one of the worst coaches in the league, and they got Rizzi. So there was a lot of transition with the Saints. Carr got hurt, so we can't really judge the man. I think it's actually a very good hire for Seattle if it happens.
Fair enough. I don't know personally because I didn't really like what they do. There's a lot of checkdowns and everything. But like you said, Derek Carr was out so long, we didn't really get a good look at their offense. It'd be weird for me to see him move after 1 year. I guess with a new head coach coming to New Orleans, they'd probably want their own coordinators. So that's what makes sense.
But the first year, Drew, you saw them out of the gate. They murdered Dallas. Like when they had their full body of work, I was scared. And I won that Saints bet. I went up to you. I go, I'm dead. Like the Saints, there's no way. And they won those games, and then they just, after that, you got to remember, Kamara was banged up the whole year. They had no receivers. Olave really let them down. Can we call it out for what it is? They had injuries on the line, too. So he wasn't really playing with a full deck.
No, I agree. I'm just saying it sucks to be first-time OC, and then now your head coach gets fired, so you're probably leaving. Kellen Moore interviews second time with the Eagles this weekend, with the Cowboys for their head coaching job. I don't know about Kellen Moore, Cam.
I don't know about Kellen Moore. I'll tell you everything you know about Kellen Moore.
He wasn't good in L.A., and now he's been meh.
Overrated.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree.
He does nothing. Oh, geez,
a lot of people though.
I'm yelling pretty loud there. Sorry.
Yeah, a lot of people love him though, Cam, and I just don't.
Why?
I don't get it.
Tell me why.
Because of the Cowboys when he had Dak being very well, up for MVP, Cam. That 1 year.
I've also watched him all the other years where he sucked. It's like that.
Saquon Barkley's getting this guy a head coaching job. That's what's happening.
Bottom line is this: Kellen Moore's a so-called genius, and he's not. He's an effective guy, but
look how bad the Chargers were with him on offense.
Thank you, Drew. Sorry, why am I echoing there? Are you doing something there, or is that me?
I think that's you, Cam.
That's not. It's on you. I fix your sound every day. So anyway.
Anyways.
Echo cancellation. Do I hit this little tab here?
Sure, go for it.
Echo cancellation. Can I try? Okay, this can't be changed while recording. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're going to deal with it. Okay.
I think you're just echoing for yourself because I hear no echo on my end, Cam. So that's fine as long as you can understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what matters. Other things, Cam. Deion Sanders, Jerry Jones is enamored with the possibility of him being head coach. I don't know, man. He barely is he's turned Colorado around in college, but not like he's not impressive enough for me to coach an NFL team yet. I feel like this is a big jump.
When me and Morency did the show, he bet on it to be the Dallas coach, and I disagree. I don't think he's going to go there. I just think, like, I guess Jerry Jones and him can get along. He's not an X's and O's guy, so if he hires the right person, it could work. But the one thing, and I'll give credit towards Dion, is he understands the modern player. And that's very important today. You can't be out of touch.
Yes.
Like, you've got to know the way, because these guys are different now. The sulking and this and that, me. So he's the type of guy that can really understand that and galvanize a team. But I don't know if he's ready to be a head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't know either, Cam. That seems like a big jump up in class. Like I'd feel bad for Colorado, to be honest. He's getting all these guys to recruit there because he's there, and all of a sudden, see you later. 2 years later, I'm leaving with my son.
Coaches, it's the best. They go, oh, these players are in the transfer portal. Hey, numbnuts coaches, you guys are the worst. Why do players do it? Because you guys leave and there's no ramifications or like anything. You could do whatever the hell you want. When some kid leaves, oh, he's selfish. He went here. No, you are coaches. You started this problem, not the players.
And how about Bill Belichick? The Raiders, apparently Tom Brady wants him to come be the coach of the Raiders, but it's too late. UNC has it's a binding contract. Also, how is Tom Brady able to negotiate with coaches and stuff when he's in the broadcast booth? Like, what's going on here, Cam?
We already talked about this before. He's not supposed to have being allowed in any certain special meetings and stuff like that. But who's going to enforce it? This guy does what he wants when he wants. It's Tom Brady's world. We're living in it. And I'll tell you one thing: he always gets what he wants. So whatever he wants, he will get.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But that's
I don't agree with it either. But hey, Drew, you ever heard the different strokes for different folks?
Yeah, them's the breaks. That's how the cookie crumbles.
Breaks, yes.
All right, Cam, let's go to your pick switches for the week. You're at Houston, Washington, Rams, and Buffalo. What are you switching and why?
Do you want to guess which game I'm switching?
You're going to switch the Rams.
Yeah. How'd you know?
Because I'm also switching to the Eagles.
Yeah. yes. And I hate that too, because I do those videos, Drew, on Monday. I'm like, oh, give me Ronnie Ram. And now I'm going to have to go on Twitter and say I actually like the Eagles now. And people are like, oh, I've already bet the Rams, you jerk. Hey, things change. I'm looking at this game going, the Rams, that was a nice matchup against Minnesota, but now I'm thinking about it. I think the Rams lose this game by 14 points. I think
my issue is, Cam, if it was nice weather, I would love the Rams in this spot still. I know all my futures on the Rams would be alive, but it's supposed to be a blizzard at kickoff. Can you guess what Matt Stafford's record is in outdoor rain or snow games?
How many games has he played out there?
9 in his career. That's how big of a dome quarterback is. He's only played 9 rain or snow games.
And he played college at Georgia, but he's been in the league so long. I'm going to say 2-7.
1-8.
Oh, good guess though.
Yeah, it was close. His only win was at Cleveland. That was his only snow /
yeah, and the Browns were probably onto their 5th string running back, nobody on the line. Probably how bad some of those teams were. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if I'm getting that the historically terrible quarterback outside in the rain and snow against a team that can run it down your throat with Saquon Barkley, it's just a bad matchup for the Rams right now. I hope that the forecast changes and it's sunny and it's no bad weather. Then I'll go back on the Rams.
No, Drew. This is actually smart what you're doing. And trust me, I do a lot of dumb things, but listen to me. You have futures. This is exactly how you do it. You take the Eagles, even in a money line parlay or whatever, say the Rams cover. You can do it any way you want. But now you're giving yourself insurance. If they lose that game, you're not getting smoked on those futures, right? So you have to come up with a number to say, I'm satisfied. You don't even have to lay whatever. You can maybe grab another one of your favorite games. Or
I can just tease the Eagles to +1.
Yes, tease the Eagles and the Bills. And you get the Bills +8.5 with the Eagles. How's that sound?
Yeah, it sounds fine. And I get a question from the viewers in the comments. They're like, how much your cash out on the Rams futures, Drew? Because the odds are cut in half. I'm like, it's still not worth it to cash out. It's like double my bet. It's like nothing. There's no point in me cashing that out. Cashing out would be dumb. So we let it ride and hope for a miracle on Sunday. Anything else you switching, Cam?
So what were my totals again? So yeah, no,
you had over in every game except the Rams game.
There's got to be another game to go under.
I love the under in the Chiefs game, and that's now my new bronze because I'm switching off the Rams.
You know what? I'll ride it with you, but I just have a disclaimer for everybody out there. This total is so damn low, it reminds me of the Chargers game. And this is the game that'll probably go over, where the Washington game might go under. Want to know why I was thinking about the Washington game going under? Both teams going for it on 4th downs and failing. That's the only way you get an under in that game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change. Sorry, Drew. I don't want to go against you, but no.
So you're sticking on your 3 overs and 1 under?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
and I have my only under is that KC Houston game because, like I said, one of my favorite bets I've already placed is Houston under 7.5 points in the game, and it's plus 400. So I've already placed that bet, Cam. I'm seeing 24-6 is my final score, my guess, something like that. Before we get into the props or anytime TD parlays or anything like that, let's get into our question segment for the viewers. The viewers submitted a bunch of questions for you, Cam. Are you ready?
It depends. Yeah, fire away.
All right, first one from DAC Mamarco or Jack Mamarco. I don't know. Question for the show. As the betting community has grown so much over the years, what is something that annoys you the most about the modern bettor, Cam? You're such a positive guy. Feel free to throw something positive out there, too.
The thing that bothers me about the modern bettor are guys who never fucking knew what a parlay is telling people what to do. It's not like they've been in the business for 40 years. And another thing is, and I will always say this, and I think it's really important. I had another guy, a friend that, I barely know the guy, but he follows me on Twitter, and he had a big rant about golf betting and stuff. I don't give a shit tell me not to cross through teasers, this and that. You have to remember, some people are playing $10 bets and other people are playing $5,000. Sure, if you're going to play like $500 or more a game, that juice over time is going to matter big time. But if you're a recreational player who doesn't want to go to the friggin' convenience store to buy Proline, I don't care about 2 cents or 8 cents or whatever, all that stuff. Like, that's the whole thing. Do what you feel is right. And don't let anybody else get you off stuff. Sometimes me and Drew are both guilty of it. There's so much noise out there, and it has cost me so much money. And for people I respect, but nobody's perfect all the time. And always stick with it. If you stick with your picks, you can only blame yourself, not anybody else. And
I do respect a lot of the modern bettors. My issue is when they let the machines drive their way so much. It's like, oh, well, the simulation said this was going to happen, and this is going to happen. I'm like,
done with
you know what my eyes said, though? That was a fluke last week, and it's not going to happen this week. So sometimes the computers aren't always right, Cam.
Drew, the computer is a tool to create an average mean. It's kind of like, when you're in university or whatever, and they look at stuff, you're above or below. The computer doesn't say this. It just spits out percentages. This guy should win the tournament and everybody else percentages afterwards. But there's also factors. How long has he been out there? Is there anything going on in his life? Has he traveled from this destination to this destination? They're a human. Remember, we are humans. We wake up, we eat, we piss, we shit, and we also have problems in life. We have to deal with children, wives, everything else that are going on. So the computer doesn't factor in the human emotion of it. So I think the computer's a great tool, but you also have to watch the games and make notes, right, Drew?
Some of the simulations, Cam, have I can give you an example. This week, a lot of the simulations have Nico Collins going way over his number. But then I look, I'm like, oh, the Chiefs again, their number one corner, Watson back. So you know what? I don't like that number.
Yeah.
But all the computers are telling me I got better like it. But you know what? I don't like it because I'm looking at the defense of the Chiefs. I'm like, nope, no thanks. So a lot of times you got to look at there's aspects to this, Cam. Like you said, use it as a tool, not as a Bible. All right, next one from Marco. Cam, how many more times do the Lions have to prove you wrong? You pick against them every week, LMAO.
What? Are you kidding me? Can we go, Drew? I want you to find the first show of the year. Who do I have going to the Super Bowl? Lions and Bills at the start of the year. Buddy, I'm not going against the Lions. They have to win by 10 points. I don't think you know me. Next to Buffalo and Seattle.
Stop hating on the Lions, Cam. You're such a Lions hater.
Detroit's probably my third or fourth favorite team in the league.
I told you, Cam, all the teams around Lake Erie, Cam has a soft spot for.
Yes, thank you, Drew. Yes, and the thing is, the only reason I go against the Lions because their lines are inflated.
Huge, yeah. So Cam doesn't like huge numbers. It's always
no. It's just no. Please, whoever wrote that to me, I do not hate the Lions. I do not like the Kansas City Chiefs, as people know. That is a fact. There are certain teams I don't like. I don't like the Steelers because of things that have happened in the past. There's certain teams that I don't like, and Detroit's not one of them.
Fair enough.
Who else do I not like?
I mean,
actually,
you don't
the Niners have done me so wrong.
The Niners division rival.
They're on my list now too, and I got two of my best friends are Niner fans, and that team killed me this year. Absolutely.
And the Titans are also on your bad list.
Actually, I don't even hate the Titans. They're just a shit team.
Fair enough. All right, this one from Rose. Love the show, guys. As a fellow Canadian from the West Coast, Vancouver in brackets. Hey. Question: what is the largest sports bet you've ever placed and won, and what is the largest loss? For the off season, can we get a Cam explain how he handicaps golf and tennis? I'm getting into it and would love his outlook.
Oh, thank you, thank you, Rose.
So I don't want to say the.
I can't tell you this. Let's just say this. When gambling was first coming out, we learned bad lessons.
Yes.
So I basically there was 2 games. I doubled up it was actually crazy. I'll never forget this. I saw a kid wearing a Jets hat that day, and I liked the Jets to begin with. And then at the last minute, I took the Patriots. This is years ago when the Patriots were not the Patriots. The Jets won outright. I got smoked, so I owed a guy like 10 grand. So I doubled up on a game. Drew, it was the Raiders versus Arizona. Winning the whole time. Arizona, it's a comeback. I just need them to, it was a pick 'em. Didn't need them to win. Their kicker hits the bar. David Boston on the next drive. Then it dropped the pass. Raiders win. I owe this guy 20 grand. Okay. I don't even want to talk about this on the air. Anyway, this is what you do. You go on a payment plan. But I also won a $16,000 parlay. But the guy I won it with skipped town because he didn't tell me he owed a guy money. So he goes, I'm not going to charge you that. But basically, for the next year or two, I was $500. I used to meet him at McDonald's in Scarborough. No juice, no whatever. He goes, everybody makes a mistake. I first went to his house. I open up a drawer. There's loose money, ninja stars, knives, and stuff. I go, this is great. So I'm basically going to be tied up in a guy's house because very valuable lesson. Don't bet what you can't afford. And I still do it sometimes. But bottom line is I paid it back over a long time, got it. And hey, the guy basically kind of like the IRS. They were garnishing my wages for a while. And I said, never have that much credit when you bet. But everybody has a learning experience.
Hey, know your limit, play within it, Cam. That's the
the thing is, though, like most people who are hardcore have a story like that. Like I've also won big too. Like I've won. Remember Mike Weir? Like I won thousands and thousands. Like I've hit 11,000, 15,000. You see my the novelty check again. Why do I always? I got to find this thing then for the next show. But anyway, I won 2 Pro Line pools, 18,000, 24,000. So you win money, but dude, I owed this guy so much money, and Drew, I didn't have that much money because I was working at
100%. I get it.
I was working at Sportsnet at the time. Like
you were on layaway. That makes sense. That happens.
I'm on layaway. Like Leon's. They own me.
Yeah, exactly. My biggest win, Cam, was the Patriots Falcons Super Bowl. Live bet the Patriots to win by 6, by like 1-6. And then when they were down 14, I ended up winning 5 dimes on it, and it was awesome. I remember, and they won exactly by 6 on the James White overtime touchdown.
I was raging that day. I'm glad I didn't know you then because I still won the bet. Because I had Falcons teased to the over and all that stuff happened. That was my biggest bet. But I had the money line. I worked at Shoeless Joe's. My boss did the exact same thing as you. And this guy's loaded. Like he owned restaurants and stuff, right? He goes, Cam, the Patriots are coming back. I go, yeah, they're probably going to make it interesting. I don't know if they're coming back to win. Guy did it. Drew, I think he won $172,000 at the end of the day. Like every second half bet, he won. Like everything. And he was sitting there at the end. We're doing shots. I'm like, God, why can't I have a day like that?
Yep, it's always the worst. I'm always, whenever I see it happen to other people, I'm just like, man, where's my lucky break like that? But it'll come.
You were 9 out of 10, 10 out of 12. That's the way we roll.
Hey, but our teaser was 6 for 6 last week, Cam. So maybe he does it again. All right, next one from Daniel. Question for both of you: who do you think will win the Super Bowl this year? We saw our picks before the season came, but right now, if you had to pick one team to win the Super Bowl, who's it going to be?
The Buffalo Bills.
Oh, choking? Is that choking now? Is that here?
No, I'm just saying because that Buffalo Bills and winning Super Bowls don't really, it's not a very good recipe.
I do not agree with Cam. As a resident Bills fan, I'm going with the Philadelphia Eagles. If I had to pick one team right now that's built to win, if Jalen Hurts figures it out, Cam, they're going to win the Super Bowl. That's all.
The NFC's a hell of a lot easier to get to the Super Bowl
you
than
think?
the AFC.
You think? Mahomes,
Baltimore. Yeah, like I wish I was a Lions fan because at least you guys are there. Like,
can you imagine Baltimore, Buffalo, in the NFC? You'd be like, oh, thanks. See you later. Trip to the Super Bowl.
I know. You're right.
Way easier. All right, next one from Twizzy. Cam, what are your go-to gas station snacks? So you're in a pinch on a road trip. You stop at the Esso. What are you grabbing off the shelf?
Pepperoni sticks, hot rods, extra hot.
I was going to say beef jerky. Beef
jerky. I love beef jerky because it kind of lasts if you're really beat down. It's a good energizer. What else do I buy? Usually one of those giant chocolate bars, the four ones if it's a long trip.
Yeah, you're a peanut butter cup guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I love peanut butter cups. I also like Snickers when I'm hungry. That's my filling bar.
Are you a slushy guy?
What?
Are you a slushy guy?
I used to be until I got diabetes. That shit's like liquid sugar. Like if you gave me a slushy, you might as well punch me or put a knife they see that dent in my forehead? You can put a knife right there and split it open. So those are my treats. And what else do I buy? That's about it. Coffee and a donut usually too.
Yeah, that's fair. So the regular stuff that you don't have a go-to snack you always have to have though. That's what I think they were getting at.
Yeah, I would say like my usual gas station. It's jerky or hot rods. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, next one from Adil. Drew, that was the Rams cash it offer. We talked about that. Next one, Cam. What is the worst sweat you've ever had that ended up winning, where you like thought you knew you were going to lose and then ended up paying off? Probably a golf bet.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what tournament it was.
Probably Danny Willett, the Masters.
Yes, Drew. You're how do you man this guy? See, you know what I like about Drew? He remembers because
I was in on that bet too. Yeah. The whole office was. That was the best day ever.
Oh, it was the best. So Danny Willett, when Jordan Spieth he put like 3 in the water, and I go, we are leading with Danny Willett. What was he, Drew? Was he 100 and something?
150 to 1.
Yeah, I only won. I won a little bit less than Mike Weir, but that was one of the biggest bets I won too. That was incredible. That was
like my first time winning over $1,000 on a small bet. I was like, whoa,
did it feel good?
Crazy.
It felt great.
Probably started the wrong part of my brain. Like, ooh, this is easy.
When Jordan Spieth choked, definitely high on the list.
All right, Cam, next one from Paulie. Do you have any bad date stories? Either didn't go as planned, something happened to ruin it all, or the girl just straight up sucked? What was it?
Many of them. I'm not going to get into them. I've dated a lot of chicks who sucked. Partly, like sometimes they were just mean, not very nice people. Also, I'm to blame too because I gamble a lot and I've like skipped out of things and gone down to the bathroom to put in bets and stuff like that. I never gave them full attention, but it was actually the right thing to do because a lot of these people that I know that dated these girls afterwards had worse experiences. So you got to do what you got to do. Me and my lady have a good relationship. We're not perfect. We drink. She gambles too, though. It's interesting. So she doesn't get mad at my gambling. I don't get mad at her.
Like high school, Cam never had a bad date where like something went wrong?
Yeah, I had a real bad date one time because this chick had red hair. She was smoking, and I really loved her. I was the paper boy, so I always used to give her family 2 papers because I was like, that was a nice, cute thing to do.
That was your bride,
right? So I go, hey, would you like to go to public skating with me? And then she's like, sure, Cam, I'd love to. But we're skating around holding hands, and she had red hair and I had red hair. So like, incest, sisters, brother, like what I mean? No. It's just like I go, this isn't gonna work. Like it's just. But anyway, kids are assholes.
I had a double date story, Cam. I was on a double date. My buddy thought it'd be funny to push me into the thing of bushes, like because we were walking with the 2 girls.
Yeah.
And he didn't realize they were the thorny ones.
Oh,
I went
great.
flying in there, Cam. My arms, my face,
bleeding?
My back sliced up, bleeding everywhere. And we're walking into the movie theater. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I was
nice friend.
Yeah, he felt bad. He thought it was funny at first until he saw I was bleeding everywhere. Yeah, that date didn't go well because I was just all cut up in the middle of the movie theater, just dripping blood in the seat. Yeah, it's not a way.
He's also a stooge. He should have thrown you in the bushes after the movie, so he at least got some.
I think he just thought it'd be funny, but yeah, it wasn't.
It's not very funny. It's actually really dumb. Are you still friends with this guy?
I am actually.
Wow, was he at the wedding?
Yes, he was one of my one of my groomsmen actually.
Trying to think which guy it was when I won the prosciutto and whiskey. I'll figure it out. Next question.
It was the one that came to the bar with us 2 years ago.
I like that guy, actually. I can't believe he did that.
Exactly. Okay, next one from Death Star. If Cam could meet another version of himself from the past, what advice would he tell him?
Stop clicking buttons because it's fun. You don't need to put in 140 bets. You could just do 5 with different denominations. The problem with me is, Drew, I love action. Like when I go to Woodbine, I'm basically like a kid on Christmas.
Are you a multiple hand blackjack guy? Are you a play 4 hands?
Oh, I played the whole table before many times and won. But I try not to do that now. I start at 1. If things aren't going well, sometimes you mix it up to 2. But you know what? A tip, I always do it alone. Don't bring anybody else into your sphere. Yeah. That's on you. I don't like people.
Nothing I hate more than people betting behind me.
Honest to God, this guy in Niagara Falls. I literally, if my girlfriend wasn't there, I was going to kill this guy. Every time I feel this hand over my shoulder, I go, "I'll help you out. Just like stop. What are you doing? I'm like stop being a creeper and just coming in."
Oh, and then they start touching your chips, and the dealer's like, "Hey, no touching his chips. No touching his chips." I'm like, "Dude, get away from me!" Like,
and I'm so nice to these people. I should really snap. That pisses me off.
I hate it more than anything. All right, next one from Ferda. Question for Cam. When you're driving your car and it's cold, where do you allocate the heat? The dashboard, your hands, your feet, or one of the combos?
Feet. Always start at feet. Guy? Always start at feet because I also get tingles in my feet. Like a lot of the time with diabetes, people don't know, like you get those like numb feet. So I always have to start, aim it low, and then I work my way up.
Your extremities are always cold with diabetes. I learned that from my parents. Your hands and feet always cold.
Yeah. So, but my head's always hot. That's where all the blood is. So I go chest, feet. I never go higher than here.
Fair enough. Next one. Same comment. Quick question on a bet. It's plus 120 on DraftKings. Bills, Ravens, neither team to score 3 unanswered times. I can see this happening because there's going to be so much scoring. Do you agree with that bet? Neither team
do.
to score 3 straight times. I feel like it always seems nice,
That's a
but it
good.
always happens.
That's a good bet, though. I think.
You think so?
Yeah. At plus
It
money.
depends on half. It depends on
I
the
can't guarantee it happening, but the odds.
The way you get killed is halftime, Cam. Like when the team gets the goal at half and they score again out of the half. That's
great call, Drew. That's the only thing. Halftimes kill those bets.
Next one from Dallas Manilas. Question for both of you: who had the best movie career, Tom Cruise or Denzel Washington? I choose Denzel. He says.
I picked Denzel.
I'm going Tom Cruise. Not even close. Denzel's not. Like, he's okay, but he doesn't make any good movies.
He actually makes a lot of good movies in the past. Drew.
Tom Cruise.
Drew, okay, for all you guys, Drew wants to hump Tom Cruise's leg. He has a
Mission Impossible, best movie series ever created, and Denzel Washington did nothing. Cam. Also, Top Gun, great movies, great series. Denzel, what was done? The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, good movie.
I don't know when he played that drunk pilot. That was one of the best movies ever.
That movie sucked, Cam. Stop it. What was that called?
It was amazing. What are you talking about?
I liked when he was. What was the one where he had to get the heart for his daughter and he went crazy in the hospital with a gun? John Q. Is that it? It was called?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Denzel Washington is like his best movie ever. He can't afford a heart surgery for his daughter, so he goes in the hospital with a gun.
John Q.
I think that's what it's called. And Remember the Titans also great. Cam, you say like Denzel, you don't even know John Q.
Next question.
Yeah, all right. Moving on. Last one. After a bad day of betting, how do you each calm yourself down? Listen to music, family time, lots of shots. What is it?
First, I throw a converter in the wall and then don't fix it. That's what I do. So there's a hole. Then I calm down. Then I watch Family Guy, Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, whatever cartoons on, I don't care. Then I listen to music. And then I think about how stupid I was. And then I just lie in bed and think.
My thing is, I turn my phone off, Cam.
And I turn my phone off. Excellent.
I get so mad. I just want to shut off from the world and just sit there and watch some mindless TV. Don't even think about it. My wife will be here like, oh, you want to watch? I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I just want to stare at the wall.
I'm with you, Drew. Turn off all phones, social media, everything. Just zone out.
Because even if the Bills lose this Sunday night, I know I'll get 500 texts from all my buddies and everything. Oh, ha 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 ha! Ravens this, Ravens that. You know what?
And by the way, I never do that to people because I'm a real man. Like I don't find it funny in jokes and stuff when people's teams. I know people do it like the fantasy bullshit.
Oh, my buddy.
I'm not one of those guys. I don't talk at all.
My buddy's a huge Eagles fan, and someone else had a money line Chiefs bet on that Super Bowl. We were at a Super Bowl party. The Chiefs win. The guy who had the bet got in the Eagles guy's face, and he's like, "Yeah, let's go." And I was like, "That's just disrespect." And the guy just lost the Super Bowl as a fan, and I know you won your bet.
I hate when people do that. I think it's I think it's a real shitbag move. I think it sucks.
I agree.
What are we doing next?
We're doing our DraftKings read. Cam, if you bet $5 using code STU, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Playoffs, we're talking about playoffs, Cam. You bet we are. Getting on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Scoring touchdowns is key to winning in the playoffs, and you can score big by betting them at DraftKings, the number one place to bet touchdowns. New DraftKings customers get $5 when you bet $5, you get $200 instantly using code STU, not code Drew, code STU, because everyone likes Cam Stewart better than Drew.
That's not true.
That's the way it is. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, Cam. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. I'm like that. Those things, the medical side effects don't apply.
I'll read it next week. If you want to see like speed reading, you should send me the read next week. I'll plow through that thing like hardcore the way I plow.
All right, Cam. Well, all of my props have been clicked on DraftKings. They've been bet on DraftKings. So I'm going to show you what my props are, Cam.
Yes.
Are you ready for the marathon of props?
I am ready. I have a few for you, but I always like listening to yours. So let's
All right.
go.
My gold prop for the week, Cam, the one I've bet the most already, Isaiah Pacheco over 41.5 rushing yards. It's minus 110. They've been saving him for this in the second half of the season, Cam. I expect 15 plus carries for Pacheco and Hunt to take the back seat. All three times he's gotten more than 13 carries this season. He's hit this over with ease. Also, like Pacheco over 70 rushing yards. It's plus 350. Also, Pacheco 50 yards and a touchdown parlay. Can you guess what that is? Plus 400.
That's a good deal.
50 yards in a TD, plus 400. Come on now.
Is it 50 rushing or 50 combined?
50 rushing. My silver is Saquon Barkley over 20.5 rush attempts. He's been under 20 once in his last 8 games, Cam. Just once. Going to be bad weather. I think he could get 30 totes. If you think Philly wins, this is an easy bet. 20 carries. Come on. 20?
So, sorry, what? How many carries is it?
20.5.
Oh, yeah. I think he's going to have about 20.
He might have 33, Cam.
I don't think 30's a lot, but I think he'll hit
I'm just saying,
20.
I really like that bet.
Okay.
My bronze is James Cook over 53.5 rushing yards. He's been over 103 of his last 4. Never mind 50, Cam. Over 103 of his last 4. And also Cook to get it 50 and a TD is plus 200. My bonuses are Eckler over 3.5 catches plus 150. He's averaging 4 catches in every Washington loss this season. He had 3 for 26 last week in a win. I expect him to be down, which means Eckler will be getting catches, and it's plus 150. Eckler for 4 catches and over 25 yards parlay plus 200. Next one, Diami Brown, your boy, over 33.5 yards. Over in 2 of his last 3 games, including last week when he had 89 yards. He's establishing himself as the true number 2 over
Drew, I got him at 30. They've jacked that line up 3.5
Yeah,
points.
it has gone up. It has gone up.
I think I
it opened at 27.5.
No, I think I got it at 29.5, but somebody told me it opened 27.5.
Yeah, it opened 27.5. I also like Amari Cooper over 25 yards, Cam. You're going to be plus money for Amari Cooper 25 yards. This is what they got him for these exact games. I love that bet. I also am going to take the Cooper ladder from 30 to 70. What can you guess the payout is for Cooper to get 70 yards?
Plus 500.
1,100 plus 1,100, Cam.
What?
11 to 1 for him to get 70 yards.
Sorry. If 70, how much? 11 to 1?
70 yards, 11 to 1. I'm laddering, Cam.
That is wild.
Exactly.
That's only 45 yards more.
Cam, it's like 3 catches he can do that. I like Cam. Next one, Derrick Henry over 93.5 rushing yards. Been over 130 in 4 straight games. Never mind 93.5. And then my big 110 to 1 divisional round same game parlay. You might not like it, Cam, but here it is. Pacheco, 70 rushing yards and a touchdown. James Cook, 70 rushing yards and a touchdown. Eckler, 3 catches. And Montgomery, 50 rushing yards. That's it. 110 to 1.
Send it to me. I think that's very possible.
Yeah. It's not, you don't even need like 100. Usually I have to put like 100 guys to get 100 receiving or 100 rushing.
Want to hear my props?
Let's go, Cam. Anytime TD props.
Okay. No. I got a couple.
Oh, you got real prop. Ooh, I like
Daniels, over 54.5 rushing yards. He's going to go nuts against Detroit. I already told you I got Brown at 27.5. Drew is the same bet. I'd take it all the way up in the 40s. Dawson Knox, over 12.5 receiving yards. Pacheco over everything. There they are.
I love Cam. I love Pacheco. I love Knox. I don't know about the Jane Daniels, but you seem very confident. I think they're going to be down, which means he could be running. So that's why
the thing about him is he's one of those guys like Lamar Jr. 54.5 seems like a lot, but even
you get 30 in one play.
Think about it. Yes, and he also has to extend the sticks. If there's nobody open, he's going to take off. And one thing, let's just call it out for what it is. I'm not hating on Detroit, but he can carve those guys up with his feet, man, big time. I think he rushes for like 80 yards.
When they blitz like they did against Darnold, Darnold was back there trapped. Jane Daniels would get out of it. He'll go for a run. I agree with that there. All right, your anytime TD props, Cam, for the weekend.
I'm not going to go crazy, Drew, because there are only a few games. I'm going to start with your boy, Pacheco, anytime TD, plus 150. Joe Mixon, plus 125. Robinson of Washington, plus 160. Jameson Williams, Lions, plus 140. Scary Terry McLaurin, plus 125. If you're looking for value, this one's on Drew. He's got me. I got a real problem. Mechie. Give me Mechie, 5 to 1, anytime touchdown. Justice Hill taking a shot at 4 to 1. Maybe they get a little swing pass. Cook, minus 110 for the Bills. Parkinson. Remember, the Rams lost their tight end Higbee. Parkinson, plus 550. Eagles, Dallas Goddard, plus 375. And Dotson, Drew? Dotson, plus 750. They've been going to him now. These are smaller plays. Like 20 instead of 50 for the crazy guys. The parlay 10 to 1. All these guys to get a touchdown. Henry, Pacheco, Cook, Barkley, 10 to 1. How do you like them apples?
I really like that, Cam. You're getting me the 4 best running backs of the weekend. They just got to score.
Yes.
Henry, Pacheco, Cook, Henry, 10 to 1. I love that, Cam. What if I had to tell you, Cam, first touchdown, Amari Cooper. I don't know why. I'm all over the Amari Cooper.
I'll bet it because I love doing first touchdowns, even though they're hard to predict. What is the first touchdown? 15?
I'm asking you what you think.
I'm going to say he is 15 to 1.
He is 30 to 1 to get the first touchdown. You give me the Bills' number 1 receiver at 30 to 1.
Whoa. Whoa.
He has longer
There's-
odds than Mac
Like,
Hollins, Cam.
there's third string tight ends that got like those.
Cam,
odds.
Mac Hollins is 27-1. Justice Hill is 28-1. Ray Davis, their third string running back, is 28-1. Cooper is getting disrespected.
Sorry,
this
hold
week.
on, Drew. Getting out the pet. Cooper first touchdown, 30-1.
Yes.
Sold.
Yeah, I don't know. I understand he hasn't been performing well.
I get it,
late.
but that number should be 15. Should be
Exactly.
cut in half.
Yeah. And you're getting new baby swag with Cooper. Cam, I'm going to be all over the Cooper ladder and touchdown props this week. Even just anytime TD.
How many what's his receptions? Is it 2.5?
Not even probably. Let's see.
It might be 1.5.
Amari Cooper receiving yards over under is 20.5.
No, but total.
I know his receptions is 1.5.
Is there any juice, like crazy juice in
Minus
the over?
150. Minus 150.
I couldn't care less about the 50 cent struggling. He's got 2 catches, you win.
Yeah.
Remember, Drew, remember, juice isn't a problem if you win. It's only a problem if you lose.
I agree with you. All right, let's get into our anytime TD parlay for the week, Cam. We've been so close all year. We've hit a couple.
Let's not get greedy. Let's hit like locks. I'm not going to do anything stupid this time. Let's figure this out. One or two guys from each game. That's it.
All right. TD scores, Cam. Give me Houston Texans, KC Chiefs.
Pacheco. I'll start it with your guy. We're all in on Pacheco.
And I will go with Travis Kelce, who had 3 touchdowns against Houston last year. So I will take him to score as well. So we got Pacheco and Kelce. Next game, Washington, Detroit. Who are you going?
I'm going to go with Robinson of Washington. I think he gets in the end zone. He's not that great. Like he gets stopped a lot, but at the goal line, I think they'll give it to him. Okay. I'll let you pick it. Robinson or McLaurin for Washington. No, I want Robinson. He's a running back. Yes. Yeah. Give me right. He's plus 160. McLaurin's.
I'm going to go David Montgomery minus 150.
Sold.
So we got Robinson and Montgomery. Next one, Rams against Eagles.
Sorry, what
Rams Eagles first.
Eagles. Ooh, this one's okay. We'll go Barkley. He's
minus 170 safe, Cam. You know what? I'm going to go Jalen Hurts because I think the Rams are going to struggle in there, and I think Jalen Hurts might just QB sneak one. Tush push.
You're two. So we're doing 2 Eagles.
Yeah, Saquon and Hurts. And then we got Baltimore, Buffalo. Give me your pick.
Cook
plus 110, and I will go with. You know what? With Zay Flowers out, that means Likely will be on the field more. Give me Isaiah Likely plus 300.
Wow. What do you think about Allen to get a touchdown? He's going to go off.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm just picking
who would
straight
you
up.
prefer, Cook or Allen? Because they're the same to me. Probably Cook because he's running back or like. No, go with your instinct. I'm going to let you pick this one. You're Buffalo Bill. You tell me.
Yeah, I think Cook is safe.
Okay, Cook. Okay, I'm fine with that.
So we got Isaiah Pacheco, Travis Kelce, Brian Robinson, David Montgomery, Saquon and Hurts, and Cook and Likely, 79-1, Cam.
Beautiful. And that parlay, Henry, Pacheco, Cook, Barkley, all touchdowns, 10-1 is my running back parlay.
Let me just place that bet. Make sure I place it before it's gone. Oh, I lied, Cam. It's 780-1.
What is?
The TD parlay we just made.
Send it over.
I was like, I wonder how much $5 pays. It's like 4,000. I'm like, oh, that's not 78-1.
This is okay. That's better than a lottery ticket.
I mean, I don't think it's that crazy what we put.
I don't either. I actually don't think it's that crazy either. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. I thought it would be not so long. All right, you know what? I'm going to throw 20 on this bad boy.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same.
All right. Well, if we win, we're both very happy this weekend. Yes. Bet placed. All right. Now our teaser for the weekend. We said we're going to go both sides and totals since we only give the sides on the Monday show. So we'll go teasers right now. Houston KC teaser. I liked KC minus 1.5, but you said Houston's alive. So I don't know. What do you think?
I think we should do. Actually, I'm going to let you do this one.
Okay. So I'm going KC minus 1.5. And do you want over or under? Over 33, over 34.
Oh, we got to get over 33, can't we? And a half?
Over 34 and a half.
I know you like the under, but like that's nothing.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's go over 34 and a half. If the Houston Texans get shut out and it's like 34 nothing.
That's on me then. That'll be on me.
All right, Washington plus 15.5 or Lions minus 1.5.
Washington plus 15.5.
Okay, and then over 47? Yes. Over 48, sorry?
Yeah. Even though that might burn us, over.
Yeah, that's a lot of points to be on a tease. I was like under 62 is.
Do you want to go under 62?
I feel like that.
Actually, you know what? I agree with you. Under 62.
That's a lot. That's a lot of points.
No, I just realized that's crazy. Yes.
Okay, Rams plus 11 or plus 13 or Eagles plus 1.
Eagles plus 1. Don't care about crossing over.
And then over 36. Or it's snow game under 50 might be safe.
Yes, go under.
And then Rams or Bills Ravens. Do we want
over.
Bills?
Bills or the over? Bills or the over?
Bills and the over. Okay. Teaser. Ooh. All right, Cam. Here's
got a couple guys on the leaderboard in golf. How's somebody going to fuck me over today for a big payday? God.
I don't know, Cam. So you got...
I don't know, Cam. No,
someone will screw you up.
Yeah,
someone will screw you up.
Yeah, of course they will.
So our teaser is Chiefs minus 1.5, over 35.5, Washington plus 15.5, under 62.5, Eagles plus 1 and under 50.5, Bills plus 8.5 and over 45.5.
Love it.
All right, let me just.
I think that's everything. Did we get everything? I think we did.
I think so. I think that teaser is going to hit, Cam. I got a good feeling about it. Teasers back-to-back weeks. It might be 3 out of the 4 weeks if we hit this one.
Do you have an RSP?
Yes. Why?
I'll give you a tip. Don't. They're useless. Get the one that. Get the other. I'll give you a bank tip on next week's show because these things are brutal. If you take out a certain amount, they charge you 20% of it when you need the money.
Oh yeah,
because I got to do some home repairs and stuff like that. No, there's another one called TFSA or whatever. You can.
Well, yeah, TFSA is not the same though. Your money doesn't grow.
Whatever. RSPs are for the birds. That's all.
Well, it's for people that want to save for retirement. That's what it's for. All right, Cam. I got some special bets. Special bets only available on DraftKings, Cam. The weekly specials. I'm going to give them to you. You're going to tell me what your answer is because I'm going to place them.
Okay, let's go.
So, who will have the most passing yards in the divisional round of the 8 quarterbacks? You just had to guess right off the top. Daniels is plus 700 to have the most passing yards this weekend.
What do you think about Daniels? He might be maybe from behind, throwing it all over the place.
Yeah, I think Daniels, Allen, and Lamar are both open.
Those are the guys. Those are the 3 I was looking at, and I'll take. Daniels.
So Daniels is 7, Allen is plus 650, and Lamar is plus 900.
I kind of like Allen too. I'd play both at that number. You can play both.
Yeah, it's true. You can play all 3 at that number.
Okay.
All right. Who will have the most passing yards Saturday only? If you think Jaden Daniels is just Saturday, so that's Goff, Mahomes, Stroud, and Daniels plus 400 on Daniels.
I'm all in.
Yeah, I like that, Cam. I'll replace that right now. Who will have the most passing yards Sunday? Allen, Stafford, Lamar, or Hurts?
Allen.
Plus 200. Okay. Who will have the most receiving yards in the divisional round?
Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams is 11-1 to lead this weekend.
What do you think about that? A couple long bombs?
Yeah, I don't mind that actually.
It's kind of different. I was thinking outside the box there. I don't like the Eagles receivers reading books and all this other bullshit.
I might sprinkle on
the Bills spread it around. It's got to be somebody on KC, like Worthy.
Yeah, I'm thinking Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown cam 50-1.
Oh, that's no sprinkle, but I'll go Williams, Worthy, and Brown are my 3 choices.
Worthy's 20-1, so that's fine too. Okay. And then McLaurin for you is 10-1. If you think Daniel is going to lead in passing. I
love Terry McLaurin. He's my guy.
All right. Who will have the most rushing yards this weekend?
Pacheco. No, they'll split.
Yeah, they'll split. I'm thinking
Cook. What about our Henry?
Cook is 20-1. If you think Derrick Henry's plus 300, so it's not great.
Give me Cook at 20-1. See, he
he
busts a couple big ones.
Who's
else?
A long shot?
There's nobody.
Jaden Daniels 30-1. If you think
I kind of like that, but I'll go with Cook.
I like Cook 20-1, and I also like, you know what, Lamar and Daniels both 30-1. Cam, I think.
I saw that at half too. Ding ding.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then most rushing yards Saturday only would be probably Pacheco 11-1. I don't mind that.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, those are the specials, Cam. And you think highest scoring team in the divisional round? Chiefs probably.
No, I'd say Detroit or Washington.
Oh, yeah, Detroit plus Washington. So then they'd have to win the game then, no?
I think they can.
Oh, well, that's 11-1 if you think they'll be. And the lowest scoring
team.
Sorry,
Detroit fan. I don't hate you. I just like the points.
Cam loves the points. He hates the Lions. It's just the way it is.
I know. I'd go Bills because we're both cheering for them. It's like a heart bet. We'll go Bills.
Okay. And then I got the Cam Stewart special. Last bet before we get out of here. Okay. Jaden Daniels to have 10 rushing yards in each quarter in the weekend, plus 800. I just think it's
10 rushing yards each quarter. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they better get the ball. Say
Detroit kills the clock or something.
Detroit scores quick though. They're a quick strike, right?
You need Washington to receive the opening kickoff for this to have a chance.
Drew, you have a lot of things to send me today, so you better have that finger ready to click.
Just go to DraftKings Sportsbook, Cam. I'll send you the link and you can see them all for yourself.
No, but you put them on the fonts and you
yeah. I'll send you everything else.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about all the stuff that we've done, so I could screenshot it and put all my bets in.
All right, that's it for the divisional round of the Drew and Stu podcast. I'm not Cam Stewart. I'm Drew Livingstone. That's Cam Stewart. Please click like. Please click subscribe. Please rate and review on all audio platforms.
Can somebody hire this guy a babysitter?
Yeah. Pay for them too. Yeah, pay for them too.
He wins a prop. He'll have money to pay you too. There you go.
This has been Drew and Stu. Follow Drew at Producer Drew and Cam at Cam Stewart Live. May the winners be yours and all of the best bets hit.